Okay, fellow comrades, welcome back. Victus here. So as you can see, I have just clicked the enter button, and apparently the Bohemians have decided that is more important to attack the scouts than to stay behind the walls and wait for the army of Spain to attack them. So basically they are giving us the city of Prague. However, I think it was a very bad decision, or they are planning to attack these scouts that obviously were going to retreat, or they are going to just return to Prague. Because if you remember, I have in the vicinity of the city a half-stack army that is directly going into their city. So let's retreat and let's see.
En posición.
There they go. So they returned. That was a wise move indeed. Now they... So welcome back to Pike and Shot mod for Napoleon Total War. We are playing as the Spanish Empire. And the last chapter, we just left this half-stack army.
Preparados.
Well, it's more than a half-stack, commanded by Cardinal Infante Fernando de Asturia. This guy is now going to attack the city of Prague, and is going to take Prague and give it to the Habsburgs for the glory of the Habsburgs and the glory of the Catholic religion. In the other hand, the rebellion of the Netherlands have just begun. The year is 1621. So, as you can see here, it says 1821. This is something that I have explained before about the mod. We are in 1621, and we are sending Spinola back into Flanders, as you can see here. Now, there's a situation. We were here, and we had the city of Kassel. The problem is that because of the rebellion and because of the situation in Flanders, there's an emergency. So he had, what I mean by he is Spinola,
Su Majestad.
he had to rush into Flanders because of the emergency that we have. This is a state emergency, and because of that we left this area unprotected, and now the Palatinate, the Winter King, has taken Kassel. As you can see, if I zoom in a little bit here in the map, you're going to see that these two areas over here have been taken by the Winter King. This is something that we don't like, but there's nothing we can do. So that's the situation here. And then over here we have, of course, with the Armada.
¿Qué ordena, capitán?
The Armada is commanded by Fadrique de Toledo. We are raiding a little bit of the trade routes here that is connected with England. And now these guys in Italy have declared war on us, so we are recruiting a bunch of troops here. So we're recruiting a bunch of guys that I'm pretty sure they're going to be very useful in taking these. Now, what we're going to do with these, pretty straightforward. We're going to give these to Genoa. So that way we're going to have here in Torino an Italian faction that is our ally in possession with more land that is not going to put us in the vicinity of France. Something that we don't want, because we don't want to make the Cardinal Richelieu to get mad with us. At least not yet. So, according to the report in Sevilla, we have an armory and a small star fort in northern Italy, because right now we are a little bit afraid of the attack here. So that is going to make the things a little bit easy here. And the other thing is that over here we have, well, we have built gardens here and stuff. Here we have built a winery. There we go. And in terms of the capital city, I think we should build a small star fort, I believe. And then here we have the city well. This gives happiness, research time for agricultural technologies, and +1 bonus to region's wealth. But we're going to lose the opportunity to go for nursing home, cannon foundry, and Catholic chapel. Let me see if we have cannon foundry. I think cannon foundry is going to be okay. So I think right now is going to be very wise to build a small star fort in our capital, because we don't want the capital to be unprotected in the event of any attack. So what do we got here? Now recruitment. We can start recruiting a little bit of more of galleons. So I think another galleon here, just to make the fleet a little bit more powerful. It's not going to hurt anyone apart from our enemies. So as you remember as well, we have this spy, which is called a rake here. We wanted to recruit that because we want to know what is happening with the rebels here.
Oh, hola.
Okay, I'm going to send this guy. What's the name of this guy? Josep de Zúñiga. So I'm going to send him here.
Actuaré con discreción. ¿En qué puedo servirlo?
Let's have a look at here in La Rochelle. Now, I'm a little bit curious about what is going to do France about this. And I'm thinking that this is very powerful. If you are playing France, you now have the understanding that you're going to get this rebellion, which is pretty
Su Majestad,
powerful indeed. I'm
ni me
really
verán, ni me oirán.
I'm really impressed about this rebellion. So half of France
Voy a
is now
esconderme.
been taken by rebels, which is pretty historical indeed. So let's continue here with the, let's have a look at the situation here. We have the cardinal here,
¿Sí?
and apparently they have recruited a huge, almost full stack, and they have another full stack here, but they are not moving. For some reason they are not moving. So what I'm going to do is to still leave this guy here.
Estoy preparado para la venganza, con la venganza en el corazón y la faca en la mano.
Okay, so he's going to stay there. He's a little bit aggressive. And then here we have the army that I'm recruiting with Pedro Álvarez de Toledo Osorio. So I think we're doing good here. Now let's have a look at what we're about to get here. We're about to get Census here, which gives +3 happiness for lower classes, -5% bonus to region tax income, +3% to technology research rate, and improves export capacity, including bonuses for growth and a lot of more wealth bonuses. Now, I have to think what is the next thing that we have to search. I think absolutism, look at this, +50% to religious unrest. So what is this absolutism? Is this thing that the idea of the regent, the king, to be the absolute commander, ruler, and giver of decisions on the state. So this is going to really piss off the religious people, -5 happiness for the lower classes, of course, and +3 happiness for nobility, because obviously the nobility is the only one that is going to be that are going to have benefits from these. Of course, it's going to increase repression and a lot of wealth generated by buildings and stuff. I think this is going to be okay, but for right now I don't think it's going to be wise to do this. Then we have millones, which decreases happiness for these for both nobility and lower classes. Decreases the population growth, but increases the wealth. Then we have requisition of the local population is to decrease the cost of units. The recruitment is going to be decreased. Recovery chance is going to increase. And the loot is going to increase, but the replenishment and movement is going to decrease. I think this is representing the ability of the state to recruit more troops. And then we have the wedge formation and the apostles' powder flags. Increase the upkeep, increase the skills. And basically makes the firearms a little bit better. So now we are actually doing the cantonment thing. Let me go here. 1 turn for the cantonment. So I believe that is going to be wise to get these after getting the census. So then we can continue here. I think that is going to be the next one to make the firearms slightly better. So let's continue the march with Spinola. He's about to reach Metz. He just passed
Maniobras finalizadas. ¿Qué ordena su majestad?
So at the moment that we entered in here, in the region of Flanders and Wallonia, he's going to start replenishing. We're going to concentrate this guy here. And now let's see here. I think we are okay here. We are about to get the cantonment here, and the cantonment here is going to be it's going to allow us to get reformed cuirassiers and mercenary arquebusiers. Well, actually, I think these guys, I can already recruit them. We have a limit on some units. Okay, so now let's go here.
¿Qué ordena su majestad?
Okay, let's go and take these. Let's move here.
Tropas, adelante.
Actually, I want this guy to be able to move. So the year is 1621 October. So now it is time. So let's take them. Actually, I can move them here, but I'm going to go straight in here. Okay, let me go. Let me go here.
Adelante por la corona y la nación. En posición, majestad.
I'm going to risk a little bit of attrition here, but
Señor.
I'm pretty sure he's going to go and follow this guy here.
A la orden.
At least this one. So there are some Turkish armies running in this area, because I saw one here. I think it's okay. Okay, so let's end the turn. A little bit interesting how the Habsburg decided not to go straight to Prague. So Transylvania is at war with the Habsburgs, and he is asking to make peace with us. We are not going to give any peace to Bethel and Gabor. There they go. Let's retreat.
¡Retrocedan!
Hopefully he's going to run for us.
¡A reunir pertrechos!
Peace treaty. They're still at war with the Habsburgs. So no. Okay, we got the census, so now I'm going to go straight. Oh, look at this, we can go straight for advanced reloading drills. This increases the upkeep. So this has to be done in conjunction with requisition of the populace. Then we have Snaffans. Increase the skill of marksmanship. This is everything has to do with skill and handling of guns, hand grenades. Then we have here union of weapons. Increases upkeep, decreases recruitment cost. And here we have Keller system. Again, increases upkeep for the ordnance pieces, but enables the ordnance sport. Let's see, as of right now, if I go to the capital, I would like to know if I am able to continue here. No, I need the advanced reloading drills at least to be able to continue with that. Now this is 28 turns. 28 turns, which translate in 28 months. More than 2 years. So I think this one is going to be okay. Okay, Ambrosio is out of supply. The cantonment in Milan is now finished. This allows me to I thought this allowed me to recruit better troops. Okay, never mind. We're okay. Okay, let me see. I need some scouts here. So to do the scouting thing, I would take the provincial cavalry. One provincial cavalry. And take... In comparison, these guys are very expensive. Arcabius series here, but these guys are better. I'll take 2 of these. And finally, the militia, Arcabius here militia. Okay, so right now we're going to get a little bit tough in here.
Señor, Preparados.
So let's move
En
these guys here,
marcha. Su Majestad.
and these guys here.
Por la izquierda. En marcha. ¿Ordena algo más? ¿Alguna orden más? Señor, a la orden.
Now this is it. I think one more turn to make this guy follow these guys.
¿Qué ordena su Majestad?
Let's move here.
Señor, a la orden. Más? ¿Alguna orden más?
This guy is getting out of supply because he's still on the march.
Por la izquierda. En marcha.
Let's continue here. You can see that this guy had a lot of battles. So now he's going to continue, and he's going to stop here
Al instante.
on the actual Catholic Church. Let's have a look at how much this Catholic thing has increased here, 86%, which is pretty good. So we're good there. So now, wait, what is this? Ah, this is mine. I can still see what is happening.
Haré lo que diga, señor. Seguro que hay algo que podemos hacer.
Interesting. So now this guy is telling me that there are Palatine troops here. Obviously they are not going to risk to leave these because they want most likely the gold mines. Okay, so I think that's it for now. Now let's have a look at France. I'm going to advance
¿En qué puedo
the
servirlo?
rake,
Soy sus ojos y
so this
oídos.
way I will be able to see if the French are planning to do something or not.
¿Hay otra misión?
And to be able to assess the situation of the French is going to be useful for us as well. So that's it. This is November, and then if they don't we are attacking Prague the next turn. Now the Russians and the Poles are in a fierce battle, in a fierce war. The Swedes. There you go. He's moving. He's moving to the north. There you go.
Toquen retirada. Alto.
There you go. We made it. It's time for Prague to fall. Oh, very interesting. Now we have the Polish-Swedish War. So let's read this card. Unable to accomplish the goals he had set during the previous stage of the conflict, the Swedish king Gustavus Adolphus resumed his invasion of Polish-held Livonia in 1621. As much of the Polish army was still preoccupied fighting the Turks in the far south of the Commonwealth, there was little they could do to resist the restructured Swedish army as it drove on Riga. So now I'm going to make a note here, because let's remember that the Habsburgs are being attacked by this king of Transylvania. This king is backed by the Turks, and this makes the Turks, as well as the Transylvanians, an enemy of the Habsburgs, and because of that, an enemy of Spain. Now, the situation in this timeline, as you can see here in the minimap down here, is that not only the Poles are at war with the Turks in the south, but they are at war with Russia for some reason. And even though I thought Russia was about to lose the battle against the Poles, Russia is now fighting very good, and they are surviving. So now it's a little bit unsettling to see how the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth is being attacked by Turks, Russians, and Swedes. So with that said, let's continue reading the card here. The capital of Livonia surrendered in September, allowing the Swedes to march against Mitau. But growing Lithuanian resistance made the going tough. The city was captured by Adolphus, only to be recaptured in the dead of winter by the Lithuanians, and assaulted once more in July 1622. The fighting for Mitau dragged into a bloody stalemate, and with Polish forces in the south freed up after the Treaty of Kotin, the Lithuanians agreed to ceasefire against the King Sigismund's wishes. Sigismund recognized the worsening economic situation in Sweden and still held on hope that he could retake the Swedish crown, viewing any prospect of a truce as counterintuitive to his ambitions. Nevertheless, using the 2-year truce to his advantage, Sigismund began constructing a fleet and reorganizing his armies in anticipation of an invasion of Sweden itself. The Swedes also prepared, though, and when conflict resumed in early 1625, Adolphus easily swept aside the ill-prepared Polish forces, fully securing Livonia for Sweden. In 1626, the Swedes launched yet another invasion, this time entering Polish Prussia, much to the surprise of Sigismund, with a largely Protestant population. Prussia welcomed Adolphus and the Swedes with open arms, but the Poles managed to maintain control of the key to the region, Danzig. The tide turned further in 1627, when the Poles reinforced inflicted multiple defeats on the Swedes. Actually, when the Polish reinforcement inflicted multiple defeats on the Swedes, demoralizing the countless mercenaries in Adolphus' army and convincing neighboring Brandenburg to join Sigismund in his struggle against the Swedish. Using their superior cavalry and intimate knowledge of the terrain, the Polish managed to hold Adolphus in place and continually prevent him from laying siege to Danzig, beginning a bloody war of attrition, a far cry from the Leiding campaign which marked the earlier stages of the war. So up to the year 1627, we have Adolphus in a fierce battle against the Poles. Now let's have a look in terms of the actual situation here. What are the Poles? How are the Poles faring in this situation? They are at war with Transylvania, of course, with Sweden, with Brandenburg, Prussia, the Turks, the Russians, Crimean Khanate, and Mecklenburg. So I think the Poles are alone and they are almost done. I don't think they are going to be able to get out from that situation. So that's okay. Now a trade gain, capture supply wagon. Okay, actual Cardinal Infante Fernando. He captured a supply wagon. Interesting. And those are good news indeed. So now this guy made exactly what I wanted him to do. So now we have the Albert Wallenstein. Interestingly enough, this is Albert Wallenstein. This is Wallenstein troops. And they are approaching here, but it's time for us to take
Mi
the
señor.
city.
¡Batallones listos!
There we go. So we're going to take the city just in a few seconds. We have a huge demi-cannon here.
¡Asedio en marcha!
But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is to continue the march here
¿Qué ordena su majestad?
into the Catholic Church here, so he can start getting a little bit more of supplies. Okay, that doesn't sound good.
¡Adelante! ¡Por la corona y la nación!
Okay, that sound doesn't sound good, so I'm going to see what is happening. Okay, so I managed to fix this. I just saved and reloaded. Something weird happened when Spinola entered in this church.
Su majestad.
Okay, so
Mi señor.
there we go. I think
¿Qué ordena su majestad?
if we are able to move more troops, it's going to be okay. I don't think so. So with Spinola now in Flanders and this other guy here, I think these guys are going to think twice when they attack me. Okay, so what we got here? Okay, let's send the provincial cavalry as scouts. It was something that I wanted to
¿Una
do.
orden más? ¡Preparados! ¡En marcha! ¿Ordena algo más?
So I'm going to send them here.
¡Por la izquierda! ¡En marcha! ¿Algo más?
I know this means that they're going to get attrition.
Soy su humilde servidor.
And precisely right now, near the Alps, when we have winter, we can try to spot what they have here. And if they move, of course. So there we are. So now let's see what else we can do. I can
Listos y a la espera de órdenes.
try to block this guy from here.
¡Por la izquierda! ¡En marcha! Asediado.
Eventually, I think this is going to make this guy able to reinforce.
¡A la espera de órdenes! ¡Asentamiento sitiado! ¿Qué ordena su majestad? ¡Por la izquierda! ¡En marcha!
Here we go.
¡Asentamiento asediado!
So now they're screwed. There's nothing they can do.
Sí, mi señor. Objetivo asediado. ¿Qué ordena su
I'm going to
majestad?
send these guys here.
¡Soldados! ¡Adelante!
Hopefully these guys are going to be able to reinforce. But I'm not going to wait for that. I'm just going to take Prague. One more turn and we get those. Let's see what is happening in the capital. Okay, there we go. We're doing very good. So now let's have a look
¿En
at
qué puedo servirlo?
this area here. At least move
Nadie
here.
sospechará. Espero sus órdenes. Al servicio de su majestad. A cubierto.
Okay, so that's it for now. Everything looks normal here. So now it's time. So let's attack
Se
these guys.
esconden bajo las faldas de sus mujeres.
The battle that we all wanted And now I can see that Prague has no walls. They have the militia here. This is more militia. They're concentrating their troops in here. These are civil guards. More civil guards here. Armed citizenry. Okay, so he made a huge mistake. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I put this guy here. I want to put it in a elevated ground. I cannot reach there. Now let's remember that this is fixed artillery. Let's see here. Okay, in here I can reach the regiment of provincial cavalry, which is something that I don't like. Even if I move in here, this is the best position that I can place them. Let me have a look at them. Well, at least I can say that this slope is not going to interfere with the actual shooting.
¡A mi orden!
Of course, I will need to place the actual commander here.
Sí, señor. Sí, señor.
And the arquebusiers.
Sí, señor.
Okay, now let's see. The mercenary arquebusiers plus the heavy pikemen, which are German formation, are going to be placed in the front.
Tropas cuerpo a cuerpo.
We use
Sí,
these.
señor. Señor. Tropas cuerpo a cuerpo. Sí, señor.
Heavy pikemen. So I want a heavy pikeman there.
Guardia revolucionaria.
This is a mercenary
Sí,
arquebusier
señor.
here.
Infantería. Guardia revolucionaria. Sí, señor.
Grupo a la orden.
More heavy pikemen
Infantería.
with the
Guardia
mercenary arquebusiers
revolucionaria.
here.
Guardias. Sí, señor. Guardia revolucionaria. Guardia revolucionaria.
What is this? Musketeers of the... Now, let's have a look at these units. Look at these beautiful units. Oh my god, I am in love.
Grupo a la orden.
Guardia revolucionaria.
These are the King's Guard Musketeers. Look at these beautiful units. Look at this guy. You are kidding me, right? Look at this guy. This is it, my friends. This is incredible. Look at the drummer. Look at those musketeers. Look at the yellow uniform with the Burgundian cross and the symbol of the Spanish crown. Wow.
Granaderos listos.
Okay, let's this means that these are the albaraderos and these are the piqueros.
Infantería.
So I'm going to take the piqueros
Sí, señor.
here at the back. Look at the piqueros.
Sí, señor.
Incredible piqueros. Look at this. With their morrion. Look at this beautiful thing. Look at the shoes. Oh my god, these guys are powerful indeed. And then here we have the
Tropas cuerpo a
albarderos.
cuerpo. Sí, señor.
Of course, the albarderos, I'm going to place them here.
Sí, señor.
Look at the albarderos. Now the uniform of these albarderos, wow, is beautiful. Look at this. So beautiful. Okay. So now here we are.
Grupo a la orden.
This is the formation.
Sí, señor.
And of course we're going to place
Lanceros. Sí, señor.
the lancers at the sides. Now let's have a look at the lancers here. These are the Spanish lancers.
Lanceros a la orden.
Great. Okay, so let's begin. So what we're going to do, what is this? Reinforcements.
A la orden.
Okay, these are the guys that were on the bridge, guarding the bridge.
A la orden.
I'm just going to place them here.
Hacer.
Now let's begin with the pounding here. And they moved. Okay, so let's start shooting here. Hopefully these guys are going to hit the mortars. Okay. Here's the general bodyguard.
Señor. Señor, ¿podemos disparar ya?
Okay, let's go.
Silencio, muchachos. Hoy habrá muerte para todos.
Okay. Now let's have a look at what is happening here. I just want to hit these guys. So we can hit them here. Now let's see this point of view. There you go. Oh, we have more here. Okay, these guys have a lot of luck. Oh, we hit them. That's good. We hit them here. Now I can see that. Okay, I think I can send these guys. They're cavies here, so I think I can send them here. Okay, let's see what we can do. So let's send these guys here.
Acérquense.
Actually, not these guys. I'm gonna send these guys. Going to give them a little bit of a surprise here. Okay, here they come. They are missing.
¡Caballería!
So here comes the cavalry.
¡Señor! Sí, señor. Granaty! Atak! Nie zgubcie broni!
Okay, here we have the arquebusiers. Let's shoot at these guys here.
¡Al ataque!
Hopefully no one is going to attack me here.
¡Gánense la paga! ¡Descanse! Grazie, generale. Stiamo scherzando.
What? Okay.
¡Cuidado! ¡Los cañones!
Sí, señor. ¡Prisa! ¡Al ataque!
Having a little bit of friendly fire here.
¡Señor! ¡Deprisa! ¡Acérquense!
Okay, that's it.
¡Caballería con proyectiles! ¡Retírense!
Let's shoot at these guys.
¡Caballería! Sí, señor.
We're going to shoot.
¡Caballería! ¡Como ordene! ¡Al ataque!
Now they have to reform before they shoot.
¡Primera fila! ¡No se muevan, malditos!
Okay, so
¡Caballería!
these guys are going to stop there. So now let's move the commander in here. Actually, he's not going to move. We're going to move all of these guys.
Sí, señor.
Now it's time to advance. There we go.
Sí, señor.
So here's the advance.
Tropas cuerpo a cuerpo. Sí, señor.
The advance of the Spanish tercios into Prague. The power of the Habsburgs. The Habsburg power is here. What is this?
¡A la orden! ¡Caballería con proyectiles! ¡Como ordene! ¡Deprisa! ¡Acérquense!
This is the commander, right?
¡No disparen! ¡Acérquense y disparen! ¡Como ordene! Sí, señor. Ya estamos al alcance de los fusiles. Sí, señor. Sí, señor.
Let's try to flank these guys here.
¡Como ordene! Sí, señor. Atentos, ya vienen. Ya estamos al alcance de los fusiles.
It's a beautiful formation. here.
¡Guardias! ¡Lanceros preparados! ¡Lanceros a la orden!
I don't like this.
¡Guardia revolucionaria! ¡Lanceros preparados! ¡Tropas cuerpo a cuerpo! ¡Infantería de élite! ¡Lanceros preparados! ¡Infantería de élite! ¡Lanceros! ¡A bocajarro, señor!
Let's try to flank these guys.
¡Caballería! ¡Guardia revolucionaria!
Okay, so here begins. I'm going to spread here. What is this?
¡Son sucesos! ¡Quitádmelos! ¡Caballería!
I think we can send these guys here.
¡Guardia revolucionaria! ¡Suyo! ¡Infantería de élite! ¡Ya estamos al alcance de los fusiles! ¡Lanceros! ¡A la orden!
There we go.
¡Lanceros!
Okay, this is a militia. Going to start shooting the militia here.
¡Guardia revolucionaria! ¡Quitádmelos!
Still, armed citizenry.
¡Son sucesos! ¡Quitádmelos! ¡Lanceros! ¡A la orden!
These guys are not much for us. Here's the commander. You have to get a good use of the lancers.
¡Guardia
There we
revolucionaria!
go. They are routing because they don't have the possibility. Oh, what is this? Okay, let's charge here. Do we see? Oh, okay, that's it. Gonna charge here.
¡Guardia revolucionaria!
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, the lancers are running. That's not good. Where's my other lancers? I would not, no, it's impossible. I will not be able to face them here. So now what I'm going to do is to charge against the armored citizenry. Actually, no. It's okay. What I'm going to do here is to send these guys. I'm going to send these guys here. So yeah, the halberdiers, now they are running away because of the halberdiers. Now I can shoot at them. Hello guys, come on, cowards. Come back, you cowards. Here I'm charging against this. There we go. Now charge here.
Our men are running, sir.
Okay, let's charge here. Here's the charge. They're not going to be able to sustain this amount of power. There we go. Let's move these guys here. I would like to move. I haven't even used the tertius here. So let's advance the tertius here. Going to shoot at that guy. There we go. Actually, I'm going to send these guys here.
Tropas cuerpo a cuerpo.
These guys are going to stop here.
Guardia revolucionaria. Guardia revolucionaria. Infantería.
So this is the provincial cavalry, which is the commander.
Infantería a la orden.
We're about to destroy them. It's in the cavalry here. What is he doing?
Tropas cuerpo a cuerpo.
That's it. Here comes the elite troops.
Tropas cuerpo a cuerpo.
¡Grupo a la orden! ¡Granaderos listos!
There they go.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
That's it.
Sí, señor.
Goodbye. Prague is ours. Here's the cav.
Infantería.
Goodbye.
Tropas cuerpo a cuerpo.
They are afraid of these guys. Okay, that's it. What do we have here? Okay, more guys here.
Infantería. Quitádmelos. Sí, señor.
Okay, let's see. This is what I'm going to do.
A la orden.
Okay, these are the pikes.
Como ordenen. Ya estamos al alcance de los fusiles. Infantería de élite.
Okay, I would like to move these.
Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Ahora mismo. Caballería. Sí, señor. A la orden.
Okay, here they come. This is the
¡Granaderos listos!
best of the best.
Infantería de élite. Como ordene. Sí, señor.
Place them here.
¿Ya? Sí, señor.
Fire!
Si se tiene en pie, más vale que luche, soldado.
¡Granaderos listos!
¡En marcha! ¡A paso ligero! ¡Ataquen al enemigo! ¡Abrazo!
Prague is ours.
¡Gloriosa victoria!
So we lost 365. They lost everything, and Prague is ours.
¡Toquen la llamada a las armas!
Now there are several things that I have to think about here. We can loot. This is going to acquire us a lot of money. We can simply peacefully occupy or liberate, which is going to piss a lot the Habsburg, so we're going to loot. Obviously we're going to loot. The Kingdom of Bohemia is now destroyed.
Soy su humilde servidor.
Gonna pull this guy in. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, Prague has fallen. We have done our duty, which was to defend the pride of the Habsburgs. So one thing that we can't do right now is to basically fix this. Now, to fix this, we can fix this, or we can basically give this to the Habsburgs. So I think we have achieved our goal here. Prague has fallen. However, obviously we have a big problem here. And this is something that puts us in a very difficult position in here. This revolt threatens our possessions drastically in the Spanish road. So what I'm going to do is to, let me see, Habsburg Monarchy. They are at war with the Netherlands, of course. We as the Spanish are at war with Transylvania, Brunswick, Palatinate Neuburg, and the Duchy of Savoy. So let me see. These guys are not at war with the Palatinate. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to open negotiations with the Habsburgs. Interesting that they are not at war with the Palatinate anymore. So we can either request peace with the Palatinate or push these guys into the Palatinate. Oh, they are. Duchy of the Palatinate, they are at war with them. Let me check here. So I was mistaken, they are still at war with the Habsburgs, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to give Prague, we're going to honor ourselves. And give them Bohemia. I think I would be very happy to have Baden. No, it's okay. So we're going to give them Bohemia. And that's it. They are not willing to accept the region, so we're going to give them this, plus a little bit of payment.
Adelante, en
There you go.
marcha.
So they accepted. Look at this. We're going to have a little bit of problems here.
Señor. Señor.
Okay, so that is it. If we see the map here, they have taken all of these territories, and Saxony, sorry, is at peace with us. So we will have to deal with this situation. However, I see a little bit of a problem here, but never mind. So let me pull this cardinal here. I'm gonna pull the cardinal over here,
Lo haré.
and this cardinal as well.
Me pongo a su
I'm going to
servicio,
pull it
señor.
here.
Las
So
gentes
we're
de
going to
España
convert
por fin
this
serán
area
libres.
with the cardinals.
No soy un héroe, solo soy un patriota. He llegado.
There we go. So that is the situation. So, of course, up to this point, I'm going to say thanks for all of you that have reached this point. This campaign is a very, very interesting one. I really love the Spanish run with the Pike and Shot mod, of course. It's an icon of the Pike and Shot era. And as of right now, I'm going to say, if you are enjoying this, give a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all that are watching. I am Victus, and see you in the next one.